This is obviously, we got to talk about Mike Ryan Ruiz. Mike Ryan Ruiz is obviously a staple of the Batard Show. He's been on our show. He was on a couple weeks ago. And Mike
talking about Messi, he was on. He gave us all the insight.
He had all the details and specifics about how these negotiations were going, and that it wasn't a lock for him to stay at PSG. He was very vocal about who was wrong about the news. And now he even said it on our show. He said, like, he said it was a zero-sum game. Like, whatever reporter that said he was going to go to Barcelona or go to PSG or go to Saudi Arabia or whatever, or go to MLS, that they were the ones that were going to be right. But bro, he was the only one saying he was going to be right to Miami, and he was right, and he celebrated his rightness quite a bit.
He did the Stugat celebration right here when you just start taking puffs of heaters in the Miami parking lot. That's what you call the Stugat celebration.
So my man, if you didn't see this Batard Show, they had tweeted this video out of of just smoking in the obviously in the parking lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Elser studio.
It looks like clearly a dungeon or whatever. And Mike doesn't smoke. Neither does Dan Batard.
I don't think
so. They're just laughing and smoking. And
smoking that Fabrizio pack.
That's what they're smoking. Bro.
And that's what it is. They were smoking on that Fabrizio pack. And the caption on the tweet says, "Smoking that hater pack." And it says, "You can't spell fabrication without Fab."
I have a genuine question for you guys. Is Fabrizio going to take a hit from this Lionel Messi thing? Because he has been wrong about just about everything. First, it was he was going to extend with PSG. Then it was, oh, the extension didn't happen because PSG didn't want it to. Then it was Barcelona pushing. Then the Saudis. Fab never had him going to Inter Miami.
Right. Yeah. This was a Fabrizio L. He doesn't take many.
Rare Fabrizio L.
Rare Fabrizio L. I would say, does he take a hit? Look, my instinct is no, because he has.
No, everyone's gonna still see his graphic that he confirmed Messi. Like,
right. No one knows.
It looks like, yeah.
But I don't blame Mike for being very loud, because Fabrizio has millions of followers, incredibly influential. I even remember this. We were on Twitch a couple years ago, and Fabrizio was on Twitch doing like transfer news and all that
the
stuff.
Deadline Day show.
And Fabrizio once. He raided us. He sent a raid of basically on Twitch, you can take all your viewers and send them to another creator, another streamer, and he did that for us once, and we went from having like 35 viewers to like, I mean, it must have been
35,000.
I was like, okay, hold on. We make jokes about Blangola. Are you sure you want to be here for this? It's a very silly show, and not really as credible as Fabrizio Romano. So for a lot of people, and I think especially a younger generation, he is the voice of, like, especially during off seasons, during transfer windows. He is my news source. I don't know anyone else to even go to. So no, Fabrizio right now is an institution, but I'm not mad at Mike for doing this.
No, it's his win to celebrate. Like,
right, because Mike is not
he's not gonna have beef with Fabrizio for the rest of his life. Like, it's just take the L in this situation, and
So I wonder, does it call into question anything about Fabrizio's journalism or anything like that? I don't know.
I don't think so, because there's so many sources and so many things. Like, he could have got that PSG scoops, or the scoops that ended up being wrong, from someone who was close to Messi, and maybe that he was thinking about it at the time.
Yeah, it's a tough game, because it is. I mean,
it's a lot of he said, she said.
Yeah. I mean,
the sources are so important. Like, my biggest thing is all of this shows he doesn't have any MLS, or maybe not an MLS. He doesn't have any Inter Miami sources. All of his news was coming from the other side, other than Inter Miami. And it's just like, if you're, at least in my opinion, if you're doing like serious journalism, not to call out his journalism or whatever, but bro, you got to be checking all the sides. Inter Miami has been rumored to be in this for a while, and it was mostly Mike Ryan.
Yeah,
but
like, since Inter Miami was founded.
Yeah,
It was
Exactly.
like, this is to bring
Seriously.
Messi to MLS.
No lie.
Right. And it's like we use the word journalism feels like a very
Well, it's a strong word to use.
it has a lot of gravitas for what we're discussing right now. It is I don't think this is a thing to be like mad at Fabrizio or anything. I just think I like the feud. When journalists argue with each other, I'm like, I'm having popcorn. This is a reality show. It's like the most trivial thing to be like sort of arguing over. But I do think the journalism angle. This is where I have a lot of respect for Mike, because he really was just like constantly reminding Fabrizio on several tweets. And if you go through Mike Ryan's Twitter,
just the replies.
He has bro. His Twitter looks like a CVS receipt, bro. It is long. He's going through every single instance where he told Fabrizio, like, "Hey, man, don't tweet this because I'm telling you, I'm hearing otherwise." So I don't know if he was initially DMing and he wasn't getting a response. So he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to put this on main."
I'm surprised he hasn't blocked him.
That would be the funniest. I hope that happens so fast. That's so fun. Now, but then the thing now is I want to see how much because I think the barometer, the Fabrizometer. It's a word now. Let's put it into the lexicon. But it's if he starts reporting more on MLS,
there's going to be Di Maria linked.
Yeah,
it's been linked for a while.
Because
like,
I remember
does
talking.
he have these links?
I remember talking to Tom Boger was here a couple months ago. And we were talking about that because Tom Boger is the American Fabrizio.
Yeah,
a little bit. Tommy Scoops.
Yeah.
And he's sort of becoming that person in the U.S. So when Tom was saying whenever Fabrizio the occasional like once or twice a year he'll tweet about an MLS player, a transfer player coming in or coming out. Tom is just like, "Yo, bro, this is my jurisdiction. What are you doing?"
And he credited him once last summer. I can't remember who it was.
Right.
He did get the credit on the final.
Exactly. So it's a thing where I want to see if basically if Fabrizio, this is the influence Fabrizio has, that if he is tweeting about your league is more relevant. So that's kind of the power he has, and let's see if he continues that. And maybe there'll now be more MLS agents that are like in his ear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Tom is our American Fabrizio, so we imagine that he has a little superiority or seniority here, but it fascinating nonetheless. So look,
I mean, if any leaks is coming out of MLS HQ, they're going to give it to Tom.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, I tweet at Tom all the time, just personal secrets. Have nothing to do with soccer. He's telling me to stop, but I'm like, you need to report the news. It was very dumb.